I quickly want to show how to create an assignment. So we'll take one of the classrooms. Okay, this is the C programming class from our Usha Patil ma'am. So your classroom as a teacher, if you have set up grades, you'll have to set up grades. You set up grades first here by selecting total points and then adding your grade category. For example, assignment, then say assignment is for 10 marks. Internal assessment is for 30 marks. So based on this, or if you're conducting a quiz for 5 marks, so based on that you have to set the grades here in the first place. So where is this? This is in your classroom settings here. Okay, so let's go back to creating an assignment. In this case, an assignment as a internal assessment. So you can see that one test has been done, and so these 25 are graded, means the teacher has corrected the marks. 4 of them are still to be corrected, and 1 student hasn't actually submitted. So it's a nearly 99% submission, and 25 of those have already been evaluated and graded. So this would how assessment which is being graded right now would look, or an assessment which is done right now would look. Now let's look at how to create a fresh one. Now whenever you want to create one for an internal assessment or an IA, do not use any of these options. Do not use a question, because this will create a question and it will only give you a text answer. Do not create a quiz assignment unless you are using forms to create a multiple choice quiz. What you should be creating is create as an assignment. Now this assignment, call this as an IA, whatever, IA2, right? Provide your instructions here. Attach the question paper. So upload the question paper into your drive and attach it from there. So I think this part you can do. Now if you look at this side, once you populate the title, this button will be active. Now wait for a moment and configure all of this. Now this says this goes to this particular classroom. It's assigned to all the students. If some student has skipped an internals, you can give him a separate assessment only for him by selecting that student. Now this is for all the students, so I have clicked on all the students, right? So those are the 2 fields. Now category. Now we have created a category in grades, you remember? Assignment and IA. So in this case we'll select IA as the category. Automatically it will show 30 points because that's what you configured. Now the due time is by when you want it to be submitted. So before we go to the due time, let's look up here, and there are 3 options here. Assign will immediately assign it to the students, right? If I'm doing it now and I have a test tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and if I click assign now, it will be assigning what I have attached here, if I have attached here, now to the students. So assign always means assign now. Now if you want to schedule, for example, you want to prepare this question paper and assign to the students tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock sharp, right? So if the students is asked to go to their classroom app, they will find this assignment over there. So that is scheduling. So when you schedule, you have to click on schedule, right? And you have to select a time. Please note the date. If you're scheduling it tomorrow, so that will be tomorrow. If you're scheduling it sometime today, you will have to select today and enter the time, right? So right now it says tomorrow. So let's say you want to schedule it tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So I choose 10, right? And I click on schedule. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll delete this assignment. So I have scheduled it, right? So when an assignment is scheduled, it will not be in this dark color blue, it will be in gray. The time when it becomes scheduled or is assigned to the student, and we set the time as 10 o'clock, it will go into blue. That's how you recognize it. Now this is standing by itself. All I can do is, this is the topic internal assessment, I can drag it into that, right? That's the same thing as, for example, let me move it out. Right, where did it go? It's here. So what I have done is basically select the topic over here. So that's one field that we didn't select. If you're going to select, it was going to go into the internal assessment, right? You don't want a topic, you just want it to be there. So don't create and don't select no topic. If there is no topic, then if you want to create a topic called as internal assessment, then create a topic, right? In the end, before you schedule, ensure that you have selected that. In case you do not have selected that, so I'm assuming you are going to write all the instructions here and attach the question paper, right now it is scheduled for tomorrow 10 a.m. right? So I can as well as move it into this. So right now the assessment is ready and scheduled. Tomorrow, once the students take it at 10 o'clock, then your assessments will get populated by number of turned in, and once you correct those, it will show it in the number of graded. So few things you'll have to very carefully note again. I'll summarize it. When you insist on, I can remove the schedule right now by clicking it. I'm going to remove it, and we come back to the original one. Now this button will be enabled as soon as you populate the title. So just be careful of not clicking it until you are ready to assign or schedule. So when I click here, you can see 3 states: save draft. I want to, tonight I will continue, edit, add the question paper. So then use save draft option. Means you have not finished the task, you are saving a draft. If you want to schedule it for the future, schedule option. If you want to assign it, use assign. That's basically assigns now. So let's say you start the class at 10 o'clock and you have a test. You can actually keep this in a draft state and then go at 10 o'clock and say I'm assigning you the test, and then move it to an assign state. So at 10 o'clock, when you click on assign, it will be assigned to the students. Students can go to their classroom app, see that it is assigned. Sometimes it takes a minute because the implementation is on a cloud platform. So please take care of that. You can assign it when you are in a call. If you can do that comfortably, then use that option. If you want to schedule it, then schedule it at a time which aligns with your internal assessment, and once you schedule it, it will go into that time. So let's see the scheduling again. So I want to schedule it tomorrow and I want to schedule it at 10 a.m. You want to change the time, you can edit the time here. You can even type AM or PM, right? And then click on schedule. When you click on schedule, it goes into a schedule state, right? So take care of scheduling, and then last we come to due time. Due time, for example, you start the test at 11 o'clock. So from 11:15 they start writing, and they write 12:15, and you give them another 10-15 minutes to submit. So you want it to be submitted by 12:30. So I can select the date and I can say 12:30 p.m. right? It takes it. So 12:30 p.m. So this test is scheduled from 10 and the students can submit it at 12:30. You have to change the time based on your test, right? So ideally it will be 11:30 in this case, right? So let's make that change. So let's say the student starts writing at 10:15, they write till 11:15 and they submit till 11:30. It's going to be AM in this case because you're conducting the test in the morning. So please take care of these aspects. You just have to keep a keen eye on the schedule or assign, whatever you want to do, and based on that select the right time. And if you want to configure a due time, you can configure this. If any student submits after the due time, it will come to you as submitted late, and you can see throughout that wherever you come across that, you will see it will mention that it has been submitted late. So this is how you do it. This is how you create a assignment, and this will go into the active color blue at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and the students will be also able to see it. So I hope this helped. I understand clearly how to create an assignment. Yeah, thank you.